Hi guys, welcome back to my video. My name is Wen and I'm the founder and CEO of SushiVid. So very excited to be with you today because it's a topic that I'm very passionate about. So today I want to share with you how to choose your career path. I wouldn't say I'm a HR expert or I am any form of expert when it comes to choosing careers, but I did go through my fair share of hardship to look for who I am. It took me multiple different career paths to get there, so I think I have some experiences to share. So to begin with, to give you some context, I studied investment finance and accounting. I graduated from the University of Melbourne. I did a short stint in USC, and then I came back to Malaysia and started my career, right? I started with an equity research analyst for a bank, and then after that I really didn't like it, and then I decided to pursue acting because after all I studied in Hollywood for a while and thought like, okay, why not do some acting for film and TV. So I did get in there and I was an actress for 2 years, and such huge differences in industry. And then after that I actually got myself into startups, and ever since then technology and startup has been my path. But when it came to setting up my own startup, I decided to do something related to creators, which is something that I was passionate about, acting and all that. So that's why I started SushiVid, which is an influencer marketing platform that has a tinge of creativeness and also involves a lot of actors and creators. So let me get started with how to choose a career path. So I think to begin with, you need to choose something that you don't mind doing, not the work itself, not the menial day-to-day work, because every day, everything that we do on a day-to-day basis, there's bound to be things that you don't like to do, right? It's not about the day-to-day job itself, but maybe choose the industry first. Go from top-down approach, pick the industry that you don't mind, right? And of course, find an industry that's not sunsetting, something that has prospect, something that you feel that is exciting for you. So not just your passion, but also something that has prospect, in other words, is that particular industry growing? Does it have a huge potential? So in our case, influencer marketing, I genuinely believe that it is something that will be potential for a long time, just because I think social media has been around and it will be around for a while. So regardless which medium, right, whether it's going to be YouTube or TikTok, Facebook or Instagram, the idea of social media, I cannot imagine our lives without it anymore. So that's why I think it's something that has a big potential. Then you decide, after you choose the industry that you want to be in, the next thing is what skill sets do you want to learn, right? So of course there are, like I said, every job will come with the menial things that we don't like administrative work, but some people like administrative work, The other day I had to go to a bank, and I have to fill out all these gazillion forms, and I'm just so frustrated because I really don't like doing admin work, which is why I didn't survive in accounting for a long time. Back to the skill sets that you want to learn, there's all kinds of skills, right? There's presentation skills, there's writing skills, there's designing skills, there's photography skills, sales skills. So all these are different kinds of skill sets that you can acquire at a job. So depending on what skill you want, I think the skill sets you need to choose based on your strengths, right? If you don't know what your strengths are, you can buy this book called the Strength Finder 2.0. I think it has it does a pretty detailed questionnaire, and it will give you a wide range of maybe like the top five strengths that you have. So for me, analytical, this kind of Excel spreadsheet type was clearly not my strong suit. I was definitely more creative, more presentation skills, more competitive. Like these were my skill sets. So once you know what skill sets you are strong at, then you should try to pursue those kind of jobs that can amplify your strengths, so that you can nurture yourself to be really good at what you are already actually gifted at, right? Then after you pick the industry and you pick the skill sets, the next thing is you need to find the right kind of boss, right? So the boss is also pretty important. If just say you encounter a boss like I did, there was one boss that gave up on me and then didn't want to talk to me, just cold shoulder me until the day I quit, which I felt was really unfair. Because you know what, if I wasn't good enough, you can at least talk to me, you can provide me some feedback, but not talking to me for 3 months was excruciatingly painful, and which is why I don't do that to my team, right? Because I feel that nobody deserves that, especially for a first job. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Really find a mentor that really can guide you, give you feedback. I think that's very important. People that give you feedback, and honest feedback lah. So you don't want to get somebody who like, yeah, you're doing great, but actually there's a lot of room for improvement. You want to know the not so nice stuff, the uncomfortable stuff that they don't want to talk about. That's the thing that you want them to tell you. So you need to find a person that can be bold enough to tell you things that you may not want to hear, but is good for you. Then the next thing is, do they have the culture that you want, right? So again, this culture goes down to their values. What values do they have? For example, for me, I'm somebody who embraces loyalty. I'm somebody who embraces integrity and kindness. I know a lot of companies also have those kind of stuff, but when you go and work in there, you will realize that actually a lot of them don't know what are the values of the company, especially huge companies like, startups like ours, like, because we're so small, so everybody knows the values, right? But in larger organizations, maybe people don't know what are the values or what are the visions of the company, what's the mission of the company, right? So I guess you need to find a company whose values jive with yours lah. And finally, what can you give to the company, right? It's supposed to be give and take, right? They are paying you salary, they are teaching you, they have everything that you want, but do you have what they want? Right, so that is the last step, and I think it's something that you really need to work on, right? I think a lot of companies have different requests from different people. So of course, if you are more senior, then we expect somebody who can lead, somebody who can make decisions. I think the ability to make decisions and take charge is something that's very powerful, and a lot of times when you are young, you may not be you may not be bold enough to make those kind of decisions, but those who actually step up and do actually take initiative to make those decisions, those are the ones that are, especially for me, I really appreciate, because I don't want to make all decisions in life. What can you give to the company, right? It's something that you really need to think about. Like, I can give them my writing skills, I can provide them my design skills, whatever that skill may be, right? What can you give to them? That is something you need to think about. And this is my only advice for how to choose your career path. I hope I've actually helped some of you streamline. I don't envy you if you are in that position as I was when I was in my 20s. It took me 6 years to actually get to where I am today. So, and it's 6 years of constant searching, every year jumping jobs just to find something that I really want at all. And at one point people were like, wow, your CV got so many 1-year stints, but I really couldn't find that passion. And but when I do, I gave it my all. And in my final few years when I was working in startups, I was really somebody that people really wanted to hire because I was good at what I do. So you need to find that passion, and I hope that this helps you. And thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and also give me any feedback that you can to help me improve. Thank you so much. Bye bye.